Hello Libras, welcome to Timsy Naked Tarot, or welcome back if you are a regular viewer and a returning viewer, and thank you for returning. We are doing old and new read today. Basically, the old is representing the lunar eclipse, which we had nearly 2 weeks ago, which was a full moon in Libra, and that's why it's an old cycle, because it's a full moon, and full moons indicate the end of cycles. And the new moon cycle, I don't know why I tapped at that particular deck. The new moon cycle is the solar eclipse, which will be happening soon, and that will be a new cycle starting, okay, because it's a new moon. Okay, so it is a general read. It may or may not resonate with you. If it does resonate with you, that is fantastic. If it doesn't resonate with you, that could be for two reasons. Firstly, maybe you're working from a different aspect on your birth chart instead of your sun, moon, or rising, and maybe you are working from your Saturn, your Jupiter, or your North Node. So go and check out the All Signs overview. I will leave a I will leave a link in the description for that, and you can see if anything else resonates with you and go and watch that video. They are all mainly done now. There is 2 left. Yours, you are the penultimate, and then there will be another one, which is Aquarius. Okay, so all that being said, the other reason, maybe you're just in the middle of a cycle and not at the beginning or end of one. Okay, so you had the Justice card come out for you in the All Signs overview. Basically, the Justice card means that you're getting your justice. Okay, that would be probably the end of your cycle, or the beginning of your cycle would be the Justice is balancing things out at the beginning. Okay, so we got a 9 of Swords. Well, there seems to be some anxiety involved in it somehow, and the 9 of Pentacles. Perhaps you are becoming free from something as well. Maybe you are, I don't know, maybe you're leaving the family nest and starting life by yourself, and that is what is causing the anxiety and in turn the freedom. Okay, the way we'll do the energies, it's just there is the old cycle, just there is the new cycle, and just there is the transitional energy, if you will, if you want. Okay, so let's have a little look, see at these. We got the 4 of Cups. Now the 4 of Cups is telling us the old cycle is the end of not doing much, dreaming about what you want instead of actively going out and getting what you want. So maybe the new cycle will be getting what you want. Let's have a look at what the new cycle is. The new cycle is the Queen of Wands. Okay, so this could be a person, is your new cycle, someone who could possibly be a fire sign, or someone who's just like a little bit about themselves, sort of all me. Okay, and the intermediate energy is the 7 of Swords. Now, the in between stages between the new moon and the old moon, or the old moon and the new moon, as it goes in the proper cycle there, we've got the 7 of Swords, which is some sort of like, I'm gonna say a theft, some sort of theft energy going on. Okay, not necessarily like sort of like how you first think of theft, someone's stolen your identity or nicked your car. No, sort of like more of someone may have stolen your heart, or your emotions. Maybe you lose your emotions when you are around a person or a thing. Okay, so let's get some okay, I'm just going to put it out there. French or Spanish, yeah, maybe a big thing for you. I've never really I've never had a forte for languages. Okay, but every time I look at the 4 of Cups, the actual word written out there, the 4 of Cups, I keep sort of, I don't know, almost seeing it in French or Spanish. sort of like words like DE or LA and things like that, sort of like le, and le and things. So, and some, I don't know, maybe that's something for you. It's definitely not for me. I don't know Spanish, and my French is, well, I don't know, just above newborns learning how to speak their own native French. Right, anyway, so let's get don't know where that all come from either. Let's get on with it. So we've got the Ten of Cups, we have got the Hermit card coming out, and we have got the Tower. Okay, and now I've got to clear my throat. Okay, it's back. Just a second, split second for you. It's a little bit long for me. But anyway, so Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups, this is like an emotional fulfillment. Or it was. You thought. I think this is an illusion more than anything. The Ten of Cups is what you thought was your perfect relationship. Okay. But with the Hermit card there, it's kind of like it didn't go anywhere. It's stuck out in the wilderness. And you've been searching yourself and searching your soul to see what it is you really want. Okay. I said this card was like a dreamy type energy. You're not going anywhere. You're dreaming about doing things and not actually reaching out and doing them. And the 10 also indicates the end of a cycle. Okay. There is also disappointment in there. You have 3 of the 4 cups and you're dreaming about the 4th cup, the missing ingredient, the missing thing. And the 10 of cups is the missing thing. You're in some sort, or you're about to come out of some sort of situation where it's okay, but it ain't perfect. Okay. And you're sort of, what's driving you out of this cycle is the fact that you've actually now started to look to see what it is which you are missing. With the Tower card coming out there at the end, this is life-changing. This is going to be like some sort of like real personal realization of, oh my God, I'm the one what's missing from the situation. I'm not giving it my all. I've got to change my life. I've got to do this. I've got to do that. Okay, I feel it's definitely a big life change for you. Crossing this is the 2 of Swords. It's a difficult decision to make. Okay, it's something which is going to be a little bit sharp, a little bit pointed, a little bit painful, possibly on a personal level. Okay, so our Queen of Wands. Let's have a little look see at the Queen of Wands. This is the new cycle, which will probably be happening quite soon for you, especially if you've actually come out of this old cycle. The eclipse energies are normally 2 weeks before and 2 weeks after, but they're eclipse energies and they are powerful, which means they can be spanning for up to 6 months. Okay, so this Queen of Wands, it's center of attention, me. So this may be more about you. Maybe you've been a yes man in the past, or maybe you've just been someone who's just sort of like plodded on to and said whatever it takes and do whatever it takes to keep the other person happy. And now it's starting to become a little bit more about yourself. No, we're not going to do that because I don't want to. I don't like your friends, so we're not going around there today. Why don't we see my parents this Christmas instead of always seeing yours? Something like that. Okay, we've got the 8 of Pentacles, we have got the 5 of Swords, and we have got the World. So we had the end, yeah, and in the end cycle part, and we have got the World, the beginning in the new cycle part, which is fantastic. You just got to really love and admire the way tarot works. Okay, so the 8 of Pentacles is all about work. As I said about tarot's working, and it's all about work. This is working on yourself. Okay, this is looking inwards to see what's missing. Where can I, what do I need to finish the recipe, so to speak? And this is, it's something to do with me. I said here, it's something to do with me. It's working on yourself, working on making yourself the center of attention. This is the sort of person who would put makeup on before they go out to the local shop to pick up their paper in the morning. Not because they might bump into anyone in particular, but just because they want to. They had to work on themselves to make themselves look that way. Okay? And so this is a lot of work on yourself. And the 5 of Swords is kind of like, I actually feel this is kind of like a conflict, but it's for you a dangerous conflict. Okay, it is a personal self-conflict. That's actually probably more like what it is. It's a personal self-conflict within yourself. There's part of you which is like, no, I shouldn't have to work on myself. I am what I am, and if people can't accept that, they can jog on. But there's another part of you which is like, well, if I do, I can get further down a line, whatever line that may be. Okay, and then we've got the world card coming out at the end, which is just basically telling us this is a brand new cycle. Okay, the main card for the read is Justice, which is the All Signs overview card, and this is like, well, your justice is, if you work on yourself, you begin anew. Okay, it's beginning anew, and if this is a big life change which is happening within your life, this is it. The world, it's the biggest, newest, massivest start you can have. Okay, it's like the big bang of starts. Okay, crossing this is an Eight of Swords. Now the Eight of Swords is kind of like being trapped within your own thinking. Okay, sort of going over the same problems in your head over and over again and seeing no way out. Now, a lot of cards for the Eight of Swords in various different tarot decks would have the depictions on them of someone blindfolded and maybe their hands tied together, but their feet aren't, and they can still walk out of a situation. Yeah, and they've still got their hands. They might be tied together, but they can put their hands out in front of them to see if there's any walls or doors or anything in the way. Their hands might be tied together, but they should still be able to open the door and go. And at the end of the day, their hands are tied in front of them normally in these pictures, which means that they can just lift the blindfold off anyway. Okay, so you're trapping yourself. This is like you're trapping yourself, or you're allowing yourself to be trapped in a certain way of thinking and doing things. And this new cycle is what's going to try to break that for you, or you are going to try to break that in your new cycle. And if you remember, we saw the Nine of Swords, no, the Nine of Pentacles in the split, and here it is again. This new cycle is designed to work on yourself to become free of the shackles, free of the rope which is tying your hand together, and the blindfolds which are stopping you from seeing your own path. Okay, so there's Seven of Swords. This something personal. As I said, it's not like a physical thing. Okay, I feel it's like, I don't know, a loss of something. Now, this could be a loss of a part of you, a way of thinking, a way of acting, or something like that. But let's have a look. It's a Six of Wands in reverse, which is a lack of a victory. The Death card and the King of Wands. Okay, so our King of Wands is now going with our Queen of Wands up there, which is making this like a divine coupling. But the Six of okay, so the thing what's kind of being stolen, or what you may feel has been robbed from you, is sort of like your own self-recognition. Okay, you feel like you no matter how much you try to recognize yourself and acknowledge how well you've done, you just can't seem to do it with that Six of Wands in reverse. Now this is coming to an end. Okay, because this is the Death card. This is in fact, this is the perfect place for this card in this reading. It is like in the center of the reading. It is in the center of the reading. On one side of it is the old, and on one side of it is the new. You cannot actually get a better bit of synchronicity. I can't think of the right word. It is perfectly in the right place there. But this is just an indication of it's a transitional time. Yeah, the old is transitioning into the new. The old's still there in the background, and the new is there growing. Okay, both are there, both are occupying the same space and the same time, and that is what this is, the transitional energy. Okay, and the transitional energy is turning again. This card is a representation of yourself. being more about yourself. A lot of the time, a lot of readers will talk about this as someone who is vain, someone who is up their own arse, someone who is all about them. And this is what's the new, this is what's growing, this is more about you. You might not recognize yourself and your own self-worth. You might feel that maybe something in the previous situation has robbed you from that. Maybe like you were with a person who just made you feel unworthy. Yeah, they may not have been malicious and deliberate about it. Maybe it was just their whole attitude and the way they were. But this is ending. Yeah, this is an ending card, and this is an ending cycle, and this is a life-changing ending cycle. Maybe for some reason you've broken away from that, and you are now starting to recognize your own self-worth. Okay, and because you're recognizing your own self-worth, or the fact of the feeling that your self-worth has been stolen from you is coming to an end, and you're starting to realize that you have had it all the time. Yeah, you're starting to input into yourself. This was all about like making yourself more attractive, seem better, be the center of attention. This is about you, everything about you. This card is all about someone who is vain, someone who checks the mirror all the time, someone who thinks the world revolves around them. But this is kind of saying you need a bit of that in your life. Everyone needs a bit of that in their life. Okay, so let's see what's crossing this. A Page of Pentacles. Okay, so you're learning this, and because the Page of Pentacles is a card of learning, like academic type learning. So maybe you read some self-help books or something like that, and you're sort of like now realizing that, well, to make me complete, I have to deal with me. Oh my God, there's an advert I keep seeing on YouTube at the moment, which is some guy says to some woman, how can you love someone else when you don't love yourself? Or if you don't love yourself, how can you love someone else? Okay, and I don't know, I think it's ITVX or something like that, some streaming platform. But that's what this is. So you're learning that you have to love yourself before you can actually love someone else. Okay, and if you don't learn to love yourself before you love someone else, well, no, that love isn't real, because you don't really know what love is, do you? Okay, so that is that. So I don't think this is about anyone in particular. This is all about you, this read, Libra. So let's just have a little look see. Oh God, yeah, Justice, Libra. Yeah, that is your card. So it is all about you. You can, the synchronicity. That was it. Synchronicity of that card there. So, oh, dear, no, you're taking the piss. Okay, so yeah, the main energy card is the Libran card out of the tarot deck. Okay, Justice, bringing balance, if you will, and it's all about you. So even right from the start of this week, this is all about you. And then I was going to say, let's see who's helping you in to transition from one side to the other, and it is the Queen of Spades. Now I'm pretty sure the Queen of Spades. Oh no, it's not a Libran. It's an Aquarian. But the thing is, the way I sort of no, I have got it right. I have got it right. Yeah, so it's an Aquarian. So maybe some Aquarian is going to help you with this. But an Aquarian is quite well balanced as well. They're the water carriers. They have normally two urns of water with them. It's not actually really water. It's like the masculine and the feminine energy. Yeah, and they pour the masculine into a feminine situation, and they pour a feminine into a masculine situation. You could say it's good and evil. You could say it's light and dark. It is the yin, it's the yang. But they bring the balance. Okay, and this is what this is doing for you, bringing the balance for you. Okay, so that is your read. Hopefully it resonates with you. If it does resonate with you, that is fantastic. If it doesn't, as I said at the beginning, don't worry too much. Go and check out that All Signs overview. Link is in the description, and see if anything else resonates with you. I'm normally there's a good handful of them what resonate with you if you just think with an open mind, not that closed off mind with that Eight of Swords we saw earlier. Okay, thank you for taking the time to watch this particular video. Thank you for returning if you returned to my channel. If you have returned to my channel, I'd greatly appreciate it if you hit that like button. If this is the first time you've watched one of my videos and you've made it to the end, thank you again. And please hit that like button, because then, well, the algorithms are more likely to put my videos your way, even if you don't hit the subscribe button. But if you do want more videos to come your way from my channel, well, hit the subscribe button as well, and then that doubles your chances of getting it. Well, I don't know the exact odds of it. I didn't write the algorithm, but it would increase the odds of my videos ending up in your stream. Okay, until the next time I catch you Librans on one of my videos, you be good out there.